Hi guys, how you doing? It is Victoria Player here of victoriaplayer.com and welcome to today's Inspired to Greatness show. Today we are on episode number 7 and we're looking at what to do now to keep people buying in any economy. And boy, am I so happy to see you on today's show. I have been having a bit of a mare this morning trying to get online. I know I'm running a bit late, but I thought it's better to get here anytime rather than not at all. We are here in monsoon season, and every time we have a storm here, our internet goes out. So I keep getting set up and then no internet. So I've had to just literally come on here with my selfie stick. You can see I'm outside my neighbour's house so I can get internet connection. But anyway, I made it. I am here. So do forgive me if the camera is moving around, because a selfie stick, we've got the beach as a backdrop, which I think is much more interesting than the usual view. So, before we get into today's Inspired to Greatness show, first of all, I would invite you to go get a paper and some pens, because of course this is a brand spanking new week and an opportunity for you to start over and begin again. And I'm going to be giving you some motivation, some inspiration and business building brilliance for the week ahead. But of course, before we get into that, I just want to do a quick piece of housekeeping. First of all, as always, we will be going live here with the Inspired to Greatness show right here in this group every Monday at 9 a.m. Of course, we're a little late today because of my internet challenges. But yes, if you are in a different time zone or can't make that time, then do join me for the replay. Let me just have a quick reposition here so I'm more comfortable speaking to you for a longer period of time. So yes, that's the weekly Inspired to Greatness show. And the other exciting news is my brand new 5-day visibility challenge. This is a free challenge starting on the 1st of June. So we've got about 8 or 9 days to wait until we start, till the doors open. But this is for you if you are looking to call more of your ideal clients into your world, if you want to generate a consistent flow of new leads for your business, and if you want a way of effortlessly moving your clients towards the sale, towards them saying yes to working with you. If that is for you, if that's what you're looking to achieve, then do come and join us for this free challenge. I'll be hosting it in a complimentary, in a private, should I say. Stacey, morning, how are you doing? I'll be hosting it in a free pop-up Facebook group. And the reason for that is, yes, you're going to get your daily trainings from me over the 5-day period. But this is a get into action challenge. I want you to actually be enrolling new clients by the end of this. I'm going to be there to support you all the way. And the reason we're holding it in a private pop-up Facebook group is, this is about hosting Facebook Lives and Instagram Lives. This is how you're going to get the message out about your business. And so it's a great place to practice hosting lives in the safety and security of a private community. And of course, I will be there to give you lots of feedback and advice as we go along, because I want you to get results. Plus, I will be giving away an amazing prize for the first person who attracts a client from the challenge. And that is a 2-hour private intensive with yours truly. So if you want to be in for a chance of winning that private intensive with me, then make sure that you do join the challenge and take part in every step of the challenge and get results, because this is the key. If you know me, you know I'm a results girl. So that is the housekeeping out of the way. By the way, if you want to join the challenge, just drop in the comments below challenge, and I'll make sure you get all of the details to be added to the special pop-up group. So let's get into today's Inspired to Greatness show. I'm just looking if I've got better lighting, but I think the view will do, won't it? Stacey's saying good morning. I see a few of you on here, but I'd love to hear from you. Where are you listening in from? Let's come say hello to me. So let's get into today's show then, episode number 7. And I am sharing with you what to do now to keep people buying in any economy. And if you can see me looking down, I've just got my notes here. So the first thing you can do to keep people buying in any economy is to be calling new clients into your world on a consistent basis. So what do I mean by that? We're talking about consistent lead generation. Nobody is going to be buying your coaching and consulting services if you are the best kept secret. And I know most of you are good at what you do. But there's no point in being good if nobody knows anything about you, if nobody knows about how good you are. So this is the first step. You need to have a strategy that you can use on a consistent basis, you know, a couple of times a week or even every day. It's entirely up to you. You should be doing something at least every day or every days to be bringing new people into your world. Because, you know, people need to get to know you. As coaches and consultants, we are our business and brand. And so we need to be consistently bringing new people in so that we can create a relationship with them and move them steadily towards them saying yes to being a client. Now, another way of doing this, and we spoke about this in last week's Inspired to Greatness show, the other way is, you know, you can be bringing in new leads all the time, but here's a faster way to boost your business. And if you want to learn more about this, then catch up with last week's Inspired to Greatness show. And that is to cultivate those that are already in your world. Okay, so who are we talking about? We're talking about people you already have worked with, so past and current clients, people who have already shown an interest in your work, people who have made an inquiry about working with you already. These are the first people you need to be considering when it comes to making more sales during this economy, okay? Approach the people that already know you, that already have some experience of your service and understand the value of what you do, okay? So, as I said, last week's Inspired to Greatness show, we talked about 4 hot sales strategies to keep the money flowing in every single day. So go back, take a look at that, because that is a way for you to actually drum up some new business this week. All right, all the information's in last week's show. So what else can you do right now to keep people buying in any economy? Well, the second thing to consider is to be bringing awareness to your business and brand, okay? So what do I mean by that? Well, this adds on to, it's the next step after what we've just talked about. So you generate some new leads, you bring them into your world, and what happens then? Well, they need to get to know you. Remember, as I said, we are our business. We are service-based professionals. They're not people, our clients aren't just buying the thing we do. They're buying the experience that they have with us. So they need to know a little bit about who we are, whether they like us, and so on. So this is the thing you've got to be sharing with your new leads on a regular basis. Here's some questions for you to consider. Who are you? Who is the person, the woman behind the business and brand? Because When you run a service-based business, people want to know who that person is. They want to know that they like you and trust you. They want to know that there are some commonalities. So, there's a lot of people doing what you do. But why is someone going to choose you over your competitors? Well, that's usually because you are you. You have your own unique DNA. And people, it's that saying, birds of a feather flock together. And so if people like you, they will choose you over your competitors. So share something about who you are, obviously what you do in your business, what's your business all about, why are you different? What is it about your business and brand that is different in the marketplace? What is it about the way you work with clients that is different? How do you deliver your service in a different way? Are you adding something on to make the way you work unique? There's got to be something about the way you're working that is unique in the marketplace. Also, why should people buy from you? What is it about your service, about your business, about the way you work that would make people choose you? And what is unique about the experience that you deliver? This is how you bring awareness to both your business and brand. Let me scroll up on my notes here. Next up is Jackie, good morning. How are you? The next way, the third way to keep people buying in any economy is to position yourself and your business, okay? So what do we mean by that? Well, this is about positioning yourself as an authority, as an expert in your niche. When people are looking to work with a service-based professional, they want to know that you know your stuff, that you're good at what you do, that you can get results, that you've done what you do many times before, or, even if you're new in business, because I know a few of you are just starting up for the first time, it may be that you haven't actually worked with a client yet, but you've done these things for yourself. You've got results for yourself. So I know many of you are health coaches and, holistic therapists. And what got you into the work you do is actually because you went on your own personal journey of transformation and healed your own life, or healed your own mindset, or healed your own illness or body. And so thereby, you have positioned yourself as someone who is walking their talk. Jackie's saying, morning, Victoria, laugh out loud. I didn't realize you were live. I thought I was watching the recording. Well, yes, I've been live 3 times today trying to get going with the Inspired to Greatness show, but I've been having a nightmare time with the internet, which is why I'm on my selfie stick, hence the wobbly camera, and why I'm literally on the beach, because I'm sitting outside my neighbour's house using his internet. So welcome though, you are live and in person. So positioning yourself in your business. People want to know that you are the real deal. So how are you going to do that? Well, the first way to do that is to educate them. Let them know what you do. What is it you do? Because when we run a business, we become so used to what we're talking about that we naturally assume that everybody understands what we do. So if you are, let me give an example of this. What often happens is we talk about the thing we do, okay? The process of what we do. However, the process of what you do is not going to have a potential client buy from you. What will is to help them see the benefits of the work that you do. How is it going to transform their life? And so if we can educate people about the work we do and how it's actually going to impact their life, their well-being, their income, whatever your area of expertise is. If they start to see this type of service, I understand what it is, I understand what it does, and I understand how my life is going to be different as a result. Okay? So educating your people on a consistent basis about your work and the benefits and transformations it creates is going to be a massive game changer in terms of converting people from interested into real live paying clients during an uncertain economy. The other way we can do this is by giving lots of examples of how we work, examples of the results we get, examples and case studies of how what you teach has changed your life, and how what you teach or practice has actually changed the lives of your clients as well. So you can use lots of case studies, you can use testimonials, because nothing is more powerful than to illustrate and demonstrate the impact of your work on the lives of others. You then don't have to be crowing and saying, my services are really great. You can actually use testimonials and case studies as proof and evidence that you can do what it says on the tin. I'm just wondering if I should, I might sit that way. The lighting's a bit better. So, what else can I tell you? So that's one of the things that's going to help you position yourself and your services. The next thing you want to consider, if you want to have people buy from you in any economy, is to start conveying the value of your services. This is essential if you are looking to call in higher end clients, quality clients who will pay your worth, clients who will say yes when you make an offer. Because I know a lot of you have had this issue. You're looking to call in higher end clients, but you get to that point where you're having the enrolling conversation and a lot of people are saying, you know what, I can't afford it right now. And that is usually because they're not truly understanding the value of what you do. So how do you convey the value? Well, the first is to market to the gap, as I say, market to the gap. So what do I mean by that? The way you convey the value is to help people see the difference between where they are now, over here, and where they want to be, over there, okay? When you do that, it creates what's called pent-up desire. It helps people feel in a very visceral way, do you know what? I'm not happy with where I am now. I'm not happy with the way things are, with the way my health is, or the way my life is, or the way my business is, or whatever. And I actually really want that transformation. I want the solution that I have now identified. When you do that, it brings up that desire. It brings, people can actually feel it in in their solar plexus. I want this transformation. I want that solution. I really do want the change. And when you have people feeling that way, feeling the desire, feeling that pent up feeling of, I need to move things, something needs to be done, then there is no push. There is no sales. People then automatically say, listen, I see that now is the time. How do I get started? How can we start to work together? So this is going to be what conveys the value. The other thing, I'm going to have to move my hands here. I'm holding you up on my selfie stick. It's making my hands ache. The other way to position yourself, beg your pardon, I'm at the wrong point here, convey the value of your services, is to handle objections, potential objections that clients may have up front before you ever get into making an offer, before you ever get into having an enrolling conversation, before you ever get into the sales conversation. If you can be addressing your target audience's objections even before they even get a sniff of the sale, you will have them reaching out to you saying, listen, can I chat to you about how we can work together? I mean, isn't that what we all want? Nobody wants to be preying upon people. Nobody wants to, it's like, you know, what happens if you chase a wild animal? They run off, and it's the same with clients. So if you can actually create a process for identifying the gap, building that pent-up desire, and addressing people's objections before you even talk about anything you have for sale, they will be reaching out to you. And don't we want that? Isn't it a more authentic way of doing business? Doesn't it feel more natural and non-salesy? And it's something, oops, I've got a notification coming up. And when you have people reaching out to you to say, how can we work together? It really starts to build your confidence. And this in itself will help you make more sales because you'll be more visible, you'll communicate more powerfully, and you're really going to start, busting through those visibility blocks and confidently stepping into your spotlight. And that in itself is going to boost your business no matter what the economy. So, finally, what else do you need to do to keep people buying in any economy? Well, the fifth step is a process for turning interested prospects into real live paying clients. And you can do that no matter what the economy is going to be like. This is about turning interest into income. The way to do that is to be making connections with people. This comes back almost to what we were saying at the beginning. You bring people into your world, but the fastest way to have them buy from you in any economy is to make a personal connection. Now, there needs to be numerous touch points, because these days you can need to make a connection with people as many as 16 times before they will consider buying from you. We've talked about this in previous shows over the past few weeks. People are busy, they've got a lot going on, and especially as things stand with the coronavirus, people have got kids at home, they're juggling lots of things, especially if you're marketing to women. So you've got to be asking yourself, am I making a connection with my potential clients 10, 12, 15, 16 times? Because if you're not, then you are going to struggle to make sales in this economy. Because there will be someone who is, and they will be taking the business, because there is business to be had. And funnily enough, I was speaking to a friend just last night who's in the UK, and she was saying to me that she'd been watching stuff on the news, and there's this common misconception right now that doom and gloom, the economy is going to be terrible, nobody's going to have any money. But actually, the reality is a lot of people have more money than they did. Why is that? Well, the evidence shows that a lot of people have been paying off more debt than they ever have been, even during the so-called challenging time. Why is that? It's because they are not going out as much. They're not going out drinking at the weekends. They're not going out for dinner. A lot of people have not been, cancelled holidays. They've been staying indoors more, cooking at home. basically, you know, let's face it, in the Western world, consumerism and, you know, retail, you know, going out and shopping and buying more shit is a national pastime. And of course, during the coronavirus, people haven't been able to do that. They've not been able to go out shopping. They've not been able to go out for dinner. They've not been going out to bars. So people actually have money. Ladies, now is the time to step things up and make the most of this opportunity. Don't be fooled into thinking nobody's got any money. You know, who am I to be doing X, Y, and Z? Yes, I admit, you know, I do know some people have lost their jobs, and of course I have great sympathy for people in that position, but not everybody is in that position, okay? So just remember that human connection is everything. It is the greatest commodity that you have in your business right now. People want to buy from those that they trust, that they have a connection with, okay? So that is the fifth and final point, a process for turning interest into income. And that is about making personal connections, those 16 connections. Now, why have I been teaching you this today? Well, first of all, I know it works. But also, these are the steps I'm going to be walking you through in my free 5-day challenge that I was speaking about at the top of the show today. If you want to start generating income in any economy, then be sure to come and do the visibility challenge. This is your opportunity to step up, to bust through any visibility blocks that you may have currently, and to start generating leads on a consistent basis. It is time, ladies, for you to shine. And I'm going to teach you exactly how to do that using Facebook Lives and or Instagram Lives to bring people into your world, to educate them, to demonstrate the value. And then, this isn't just about doing the Facebook Lives. I'm not going to leave it there. I'm then going to give you the process to take people from interested viewers to actual real live clients. And as I said, I have a competition for you. It is a challenge. The first person to enroll a client from the challenge will get a 2-hour private intensive with yours truly. So drop in the comments, challenge, if you would like to use this process that we just talked about today and get results with it quickly. All right? So that is it for today's Inspired to Greatness show. If you have any questions about what I've shared with you today, or if you know any other coaches and consultants who would like to boost their business and start making great money quickly, then do invite them to join us here in the Inspired to Greatness group, or DM me with their name, and I'll invite them along to the challenge as well. But other than that, I will look forward to seeing you same time, same place on Monday. So have a fabulous week, everyone. Sorry for the wobbly camera. I'm having to do it on a selfie stick, but hopefully internet will be back on. I'll be back in my usual place next week. But have a lovely week, everyone. Thanks so much for listening in. This is Victoria Player signing out. Bye for now.